Hello, hello, hello. I am so sorry I was away there for a moment. I had to go and collect some parcels that came in the mail. I hope everyone is doing alright. So sorry I made you wait. Mia Mercury, thank you for the raid. And Kale, Mello, we love you. Oh, thank you so much. And wow, Oryx painting. Nice to see all of you guys. Yeah, we just got some David's Tea cups in the mail, which was very nice, very exciting. I got the replacement of a mini that I had ordered, which had not been sent to me correctly. And I am struggling to get my glove on. So while I am in my inevitable struggle, hello Ganon, are you going to be nice now? How is everybody doing? Yeah, Hordes. I really like the Gatormen. I don't play Hordes, but like when I look at the minions faction, I just keep looking at them. I'm like, man, those are so cool. Or like this giant gator monster in the back. Here, let's see if I can. There we go. Like, it's so cool looking. Rule of cool. I am all about the rule of cool when it comes down to what I purchase to paint. I'm not interested in statistics. I am absolutely hard rule of cool. Which is why I went on Troll Finder a couple months ago, or Troll Trader, and I had picked up a Soul Grinder. Mia Mercury, hello, hello. Sorry for the wait time there. Did Manny come along, or did Manny have to work? Or average learner, I should say. Finally, am I able to get my glove on? Literally, as soon as I went and opened up my wet palette, the phone rang, and they're like, "Hello, Canada Post," and I was like, "Ah, heck!" Ring until 3 p.m. when I'm finished. I've never had them ring me up right at the start of a stream before, so this was something new for me. I think he did, but not sure. That's okay. Attendance is not mandatory. It is just appreciated company. So, let's get this here. I got a new camera. Can anyone tell? I mean, I know Kale has not attended as many streams, and Orc Painter, this is your first stream, so really it's just Mia who's going to notice any kind of change in the quality of the resolution. How is it going? It's going all right. I now have one glove on, and now I am struggling to get my second glove on. But yeah, I had just gotten a lot. So my hope is that I can now use that for if I ever want to record any YouTube videos. Because YouTube is something that I would like to dabble in. Maybe not all the time, but just a once in a while. If I wanted to do a proper product review of something, or likewise. And also I just had a Logitech C920, and it was a few years old. It may have even been defective. It was not a happy camera. If I did absolutely anything, it was it's not enough light, it's not enough this, it's not enough that. So, we're all good. You also do YouTube, that's right. I remember you making mention of that the other day. Alright, so I'm gonna go down because as soon as I put my headset in, it's gonna start screaming at me. So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna stay. Nope, there we go. And then I'm gonna put in the second one. And there we go. Relatively smooth transition as I continue to beat my webcam. So sorry about that there. I think it's not an as you want hobby. And as you want. I don't know if I understand what you're saying. Alright, so I am going to figure out what to do next. I kind of like the idea of there being copperish piping, so I'm going to start with that over there. Or maybe what I could do is I could use that Army Painter Rinny Tin Tin. or rough iron. Like, you only upload when you feel like it. If not, it consumes. Yes. That is kind of how I would want to approach it. I have a full-time job. I have such respect for the people like Black Magic Craft, who both have a full-time job and somehow maintains a weekly upload schedule. Like, how he does that is absolutely beyond me. Mad respect for the guy. Alright, so that all being said and done, let's do some painting. I like some painting. Why is it that this feels wrong? Why does my glove feel wrong? Always feels weird if I like have a glove that I took off and I'm putting it back on again. Oh, we can see beyond where we're supposed to be seeing. Nope, don't want to see there. Backdrop. Ah, what is going on there? There we go. Gannon, what are you doing? Sorry, Gannon is my cat. He's a little bit of like a co-host on the stream. A lot of people will come here for the painting and they'll stay for the cat. You can see him over here. See where he is. Yeah, okay, so this is too much. So if I do it like that, is that a little bit easier? Oh my god, I cannot wear the glove right now. It is too warm. Alright, hopefully my skin doesn't explode into white balls of light. No, it does not. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna go in here then. I kind of prefer the aesthetic, though, of the gloves, I'll be honest. Maybe I just need a fresh pair of gloves. Yeah, no, I'm doing well and good. Orbs painting, are you working on anything right now? Are you painting anything while hanging out here? That's right, there's one thing I was going to experiment with here. It's still like that, eh? There we go. That's a little better. Come on. There we go. Full-time work. Yep. It does not want to cooperate with me. I might just need to get a new arm for the camera. New arm to go along, or at least another attachment, so that I can adjust it up and down. Because I don't love my old camera, because in contrast it is much worse. But what I do like is that it had the ability to go up and down, and this one doesn't quite want to do that. Okay, maybe I just need to go in with more zoom so we can get that out of there. There we go. And are we still in the focus? Yeah, we're. I mean, like, honestly, I have a hard time, like, maintaining an Instagram, yet alone a YouTube. I just don't think I'd be able to do the YouTube. It would be definitely significant increase in my workload. kind of like that there. And we can see he's got a little leather pouch in the back. Alright, so my hands are dry. I'm going to try a fresh set of gloves. Oh, is that why it felt so weird? I was wearing it inside out. Well, aren't I a ding-a-ling? That's why it was so weird. I was like, these gloves feel wrong! Alright. Am I able to get that to do it? Yeah, is it shiny outside? With textured fingerprints, yeah, okay. There we go. That feels. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. Much better, much better. There's nothing worse than the feeling of clammy hands inside of like a neoprene glove. It is just the absolute worst. Alright, cool. So we've got that. I can see there's a nice little bit of metal-y bit there, like some pistons. They're not pistons. What is it called? It's not a piston. It's is it turbine? No, it's not a turbine. Why can I not remember the word? I have them literally in my bed. Welcome back, Mia. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Alright, so let us grab who's it? Here we go. So this artillery gun looks complicated. It's not too complicated. It's just, you know, try and see if I can get this camera to sit in the right position. See, it always wants to raise after I lower it. And I can see it's still moving right now. You can see it's slowly raising up. I wonder, is there something I can do to try and mount it? Possibly with a magnet? Do you hold to magnets? Let's see. Do any of my magnets work on you? So that might be something I need to look into in the future, is seeing if I can hook up some magnets on here. But in the meantime, you know what, actually, I might be able to do a less complicated solution. I'm always like trying to make things like a little more complicated than they have to be, but I could just use that. There we go. Nope, that doesn't work either. I don't like trying and testing new things while on stream, because I feel like I'm wasting your guys' time and company when I do that. But this thing is just being very difficult. Cinematic panning. Yeah, I know, right? It actually like quite bothers me. I'm just like, I just want it to like look good. Can't we just like do that? No, of course not. That'd be simple and easy and make sense and work. Can't have things work the first time. You have to do it 100 times and know the taste of failure before you can appreciate it working. Yeah. So is that another just a sack on the inside there? And I think I'm going to paint that as a sack. I got a little bit of brown paint on the blue paint, but that's okay. We're not too worried about it. I know, right? Destroy. We will destroy failure. I mean, like, I think failure is a great teacher. I just like, you know, sometimes I just like it to like be skippable. You know. But as is life. So I wonder, because this is actually, the lighting on this was working so well. Gosh darn it! Would you like cut it out? Okay. See if I can like do this and that part. Can I bend that part? There we go. I'm literally like straining the metal to try and get it to like bend in the way that I need it to. Which is probably going to make me pay for it later on. But right now, you know, I just want it to work. I want it to just work. Let's see here. There we go. You know what? Before I do anything, before I forget, Orc, I know you are a streamer, so I know I can trust you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, as soon as I finish doing this here, I'm just going to give you regulars status so that you can post links as you like. Alright, so go in here. I'm going to go regulars, add, and then orc. Yeah, no worries. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, so I've got that. I mean, I could start this. There's not a whole lot to do with that, but I guess it's may as well give it a shot. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have a big fat brush. If Jeremy heard me call that a big fat brush, he'd start laughing at me. Start threatening to mail big fat brushes to me and be like to mail big fat brushes to me and be like, that's not at all his accent, but you know, it's kind of fun to say. Da, 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 da. Let's see here. Cool. So we're going to have to use a lot of dark tone because it's a big surface, and we kind of want a little bit of the staining effect from the wash. Any special link you want to see? No. I just don't want my overzealous auto mod to delete all of your comments if you do send anything. Because just like your Streamlabs bot, my Nightbot has. Usually it just gives people a timeout and doesn't delete their messages, but lately it's been deciding to delete messages as well, which is not what I want it to do. You know, it's trying to help. Programming's hard. I think it also has to do with what Twitch does if a mod times a person out. Just trying to more so get build up over areas with edges. Don't really care too much about the rest. We don't want it to pool in big fat areas where we're going to end up highlighting over anyways. But this is just going to give it a bit of a dirty look. Everything can be redone over it. A lot of the time I find that when I have to use washes these days, I end up having to touch it up afterwards with more highlights regardless, so That is okay, so we're just gonna lean in with it. True, true. Did you do a Squig Day mini? No, I did not do a Squig Day. I usually actually don't do a whole lot of Warhammer. I should say Games Workshop miniatures, just because I find there's a lot of other streamers that are doing GW, which is fine, perfectly fine. I just want to try and show people like other brands and stuff. So like right now I'm doing Mantic. Sometimes I'll do like big WizKids monster minis and stuff. I do hope to be able to do a couple of minis from like Wargame exclusive or like Cromlech, some of those brands and stuff. Just want to show people how many cool companies there are, It's a nice texture. Kill. Woo. Bunny gets an upgrade today, and Spider's upgraded this weekend. What kind of upgrade? Are they getting, like, new habitats? New shelters? I hear you. I love doing all types. Check this out. I will check out that Instagram link. Oh, those are adorable. I love those. That reminds me of those ones are 3D prints, right? I only asked that because I think they are the same line of frog or bullywugs that one of my friends in my Discord community did. Yeah. Cool, those are the same ones then. Yeah, somebody in the community did the wizard one. They're such good bullywugs. I love them so much. They scream so much character. Alright, so just want to give this. Spider's getting new enclosures, and Bunny gets a rug. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, that one. Exactly. Wolf Parable. Wolf Parable is who did it, and he's been using that bullywug as his like profile on most social medias he uses for miniature painting. It's a great looking model. It's really good looking. All right, so this is looking absolutely filthy, but that is kind of what we're going for right now. And we'll clean it up afterwards. Gannon, Kale's getting new things for her pets. Do I have to get anything for you? No? No? Gannon says no. I think that works. Just slapping on washes, just on all the areas that we want to look dark and gross. And then do lots of cleanup. eventually basically want it to look like a big version of this gun right here. But I did mess up during the assembly on this, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to look quite as clean. The main issue here is that when I was assembling, I didn't really want to slow down, and there's a really weak connection point between these two. These two are separate pieces. And when assembling, I may have used a little too much force, and then I broke the connection, and then I tried re-gluing it, and it was taking a long time, so I used baking soda, and I was just really in a rush. So I may have, got baking soda out, and then baking soda just everything over zealously. So there may be some texture, because after that I may not have cleaned it up very well before priming it. Woohoo! Alright. Absolutely filthy. Love it. Yeah, so you can use baking soda combined with super glue, and the end result will make the super glue bond almost instantly. It's quite cool. It creates a very it's like a hard plastic-like substance. Miniature hobbyists actually learned it from the beauty industry, where that would get used for nails. Yes, it does weaken the bond. Yeah. Hi, Ganon. Although super glue in itself is not the world's greatest adhesive, it creates an alright bond, but it's a very weak bond in the first place. Because basically super glue, so if you take two items and you put them glue them together like this, if I try to pull out like that, it'll be, it's not too bad, but the moment I try to go at any sort of angle, it just snaps. So what I've been using instead of super glue is I've been using this. Now it takes a bit longer to work with, because you've got to wait. You have to apply it to both halves, and then you have to wait a minute, and then you have to put them together, and you have to apply force for about 2 minutes, and then it takes like a full day to cure after that. But this works so much better than super glue. So whenever I'm using resin or metal models, I use that stuff now. And it also doesn't help that I have an allergy to super glue. I should also, mention that part, which is kind of my motivator to not use super glue. I turn most oops into battle damage. Yeah, no, exactly. So I'm probably going to be taking all this like gross gunkiness and either be like, it's oil or it's rust. I have to find a way to like make it seem right. So, and actually, speaking of which, because I did that. I see. Let's get a little more like around there, just to really emphasize those differences in angles. Anyone doing anything Anything exciting? Kale, are you working on anything new? What is your current project? And Mia, have you been... have you gotten the Candle Keepers book yet? I understand a lot of community members from I know them most well from D&D Twitter, but I understand a lot of them worked on it. Start some salamanders and vespwings. Yeah, you got it last week. Ooh, exciting. Salamanders, and what are vespwings? I do not know these words. I'm sure people in Warhammer community know a bit better than I do. I'm like a poser. I just like painting. I'm not here for Warhammer. I'm just here for the painting aspect. It's a big old phony. Just a friendly reminder, I'm doing a charity stream on this Saturday. So I'm doing a charity stream for WAVAW. They are British Columbia's, I think, largest women's shelter for sexual assault survivors. So they provide services such as counseling. They will help attend victims when they are going to, the police if they want to pursue legal, or police involvement. $35. Covers 1 hour of treatment. Victims do not get charged because it's kind of messed up to ask people to pay money for that kind of counseling. So I'm going to be doing that. There's going to be a bunch of other streamers that will be also doing that. Last year, Matt Mercer partook in the fundraising in a stream called Vancouver by Night, I believe is what they called it. I think they're Tau. I think so. Won't lie, I don't know much about Warhammer. Yeah, Kale, you and me are in the same group. Just paint colors, I'm told. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. I don't have any incentives or rewards for making donations. I just think it is a really good cause and that they deserve all the help that they can get. Yeah. Well, I mean, ideally, if the government properly funded those kind of groups, a charity stream wouldn't be necessary. And if people were just well behaved, it wouldn't be necessary either. But, unfortunately, that's not where we're at. And, but yeah, no, it's a good cause. Outsider Miniatures was the one who informed me about it, and I was like, oh, cool. Well, where's the sign up? Yeah. When did you say it was? I said it was on Saturday. I will be streaming on Saturday at my usual time. I'm going to try and do an extra stream just to continue building up donations for it. We'll see. I'm working a 7-day week, so I may not have the mental or emotional energy to be able to keep doing it, but we'll try. We shall try. If you do extra, let me know and I will raid into it if the time lines up. Well, that sounds wonderful. Thank you, Kale. That's right, because you and me stream at like pretty close times. I feel like I'm going to do an awful job on this guy. I'm just like, I've got yellow over there. I could fix it, or not. Or I could just keep throwing all my blue wash. And I just hope everything works out in the end. I mean, that gets me pretty far sometimes. I'm just like, eh. Like, there's so many parts of this model that I still don't know, like, what they're supposed to be. And here I am just throwing wash on everything. Oh, man. Never claimed to be a good painter. Yeah, we really do. We have, like, an hour window overlap. Exactly, yeah. The only streamer I know doing this charity. I don't know how to do charity streams, but want to help. So maybe throwing people at the stream will, hopefully that would be lovely. Yeah. Let's see, because I'm going to be streaming on Saturday from my usual time at 12. Yeah, 12, and I'm going to be going on at least until 3:30, or at latest 3:30 is what I should say. So if you finish before 3:30, absolutely, I will be online. And yeah, this is my first charity stream too. I have never done one before. I am hoping that I do not make a disaster. Yeah, I'm just kind of going along. I just had like a meeting with them yesterday, and I'm like, hey, do I have this set up correctly? And they're like, yeah, it looks like you got it. After like I scheduled with them, I think 3 times, and I missed the first 2 times of scheduling because I work night shifts. Ugh. I tell you, my hours are a disaster. All right, cool. So we've got here a lovely, disgusting, looks awful mess, and we're gonna try cleaning it up. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate the confidence. Do I have coffee left? I don't. Here, give me a second. I'm just gonna go grab like a glass of water. I'll be real fast. Real fast. out there trying to really do anything, I got bombarded by cats demanding food. So, which is what cats do. Both of them come running out. Wow, 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 wow. I'm just like, kitties. They don't care. They think me walking out of this office and standing up means food. Because so often it does. So, they're not to blame for that. By the way, Kale, did you do any dwarves for the March of the Dwarves? There's still a couple of days left for the giveaway. I'll be doing the raffle actually pretty close to that stream on Saturday. If you paint a single dwarf, you're eligible. Same goes for you orcs paints. I'm so bad at like promoting the things that I'm doing. So for the month of March, I am doing a community challenge where I myself am painting a dwarf or dwarves all month long, but I'm also encouraging others to finish up or paint at least some of their dwarves. And it's not a painting contest. Repeat, it is not a painting contest. Basically, there's just a raffle at the end of the month. Dwarf paint. Yeah, paint a dwarf. So, like, you could just take a sci-fi dwarf, you could take a fantasy dwarf, you slap some paint on it, you put it on social media with the hashtag March of the Dwarves, and you might win a prize. You might win dwarves either from Skipper Miniatures or from Malleus Miniatures. I'll paint one tomorrow because I love me dem dwarves. Perfect. There you go. And yeah, there's the Discord as well. I have a channel dedicated to it. Makes it a little easier for me to find people who are participating, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But if you do, you can access the Discord by using the command !Discord. Yeah, sure. Here, it's right here. Boop. That's discard. This is not a game of Magic. Discord. There we go. But if you are unable to use the chat right now, I can also just PM it to you later. I think you did say that you were working, so. That worked. Joined up. Most excellent. Okay. This is a different kind of chill. I am not going to continue having this track in my playlist. Too chill. That's like put people to sleep chill. Yes, join the dark side. Turn your back on the dwarf or on the orcs. Paint a dwarf. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of really cool paint jobs from people because of this, and it's just been very exciting. I am wanting to paint some orcs, though. I am very much wanting to get some either wargame exclusive orcs or some Cromlech orcs. I've been looking at me some orcs. I love that message. I'm still kind of just laughing to myself, Mia. I'm just like, yes! It's not the side of Mia I'm used to seeing. Nope. Not sure how that got on there. That's fine. It's okay. Why is this so wet? It is way too wet. There we go. Gosh darn it. Alright, I'm just gonna have to take that a little bit. It's such a hard spot to do like any kind of like edge work with. I think the brush I'm using just doesn't want to cooperate, so we're just gonna accept our defeat with that brush, and we can just switch over to a different brush because I think the tip is just a little too, like, I don't know, doesn't have its point. And neither does this one. So we can do that. Keep off all that excessive painting. Yeah, it's a bit of an uncooperative brush, so that's fine. It's getting a timeout. That's just how I've got to do it, you know. It's just the way it goes. And I'm also like working with really weird like angles. I'm a little unhappy with the angles, truth be told, but you know, it's all good. I mean, I probably could have painted this in a more efficient way, but I chose not to because I'm stubborn. Yeah, so that's on me. That's on me. It's not the model's fault. How do you paint more efficiently? So there's some ways that you can do it. This cord on the camera sticks out really far, and I'm usually used to having like my mouth right behind the camera, so I'm sorry for the increase in wobble. But one thing that you can do is called sub-assembly. I'm usually not a big fan of sub-assembly, and I actually avoid it at all costs most of the time, because usually sub-assembly, the details aren't always that you do or that you gain from it don't always they're not really noticeable. But in this case, I could have painted most of it and then potentially added the gun on afterwards, after I had finished painting it. But one of the downsides is you don't necessarily get to see how the lighting might impact the scene, basically. So that's one of the reasons why I typically prefer a fully assembled model. You know, when taking in things into consideration like shadows. But some people are just really good at it, and because I avoid it, I'm not good at it. There we go. This gun's starting to look a bit better. It's starting to look a little bit better. Look at this. I've been wobbling this thing so much. Okay. Am I able to like? I wonder if I do that, and then I go like that. No. So I'd have to do it like that. And then the good grip. No, I got no good grip. There we go. Alright, hopefully this is going to wobble a little less. Perfect. It doesn't seem to spin around quite as much. Not a big fan of the spinny cam. But like some people will like sub-assemble so that the paint job behind the gun in this case will look a bit better. But like for the most part, like I'm usually of the mind of if my brush can't reach it, you probably can't see it. Not everyone agrees with that, but you know that is my personal like approach on those kind of details. Some people really like sub-assembly, and they're just better at it. They are better at it than I. The one time I tried, I was like, gosh darn it, oh no! Mia, you gotta attend more streams. I do that all the time. And if there wasn't a camera on me, in front of me, I wouldn't be saying heck. Or oh no. Yeah, no, I honestly, it's sometimes painting is relaxing and sometimes it's stressful, you know? It can be both. It can totally be both. Sometimes I just have to put the model down. One day, Mia. One day, you and me are gonna do a Mellow Minis Mia Mercury art special, and I'm gonna get you to paint a full model, and you are going to be astonished on how much better you can do. Because I think, based off of the conversations that we've had and the things I've heard, it sounded like you kind of approached it like a digital painting or like a portrait, like working on like certain details, and I think that might have to do with why there were some certain struggles. It will happen, but I can't promise you won't laugh your butt off. No, I am not gonna laugh at you. Okay, maybe I'll laugh a little bit at you, but not a lot. It's not gonna laugh my butt off. We don't know that. Honestly, you've got it. You're unless you're doing a bust. So, miniature painting is usually about creating the illusion of something. Doing things like eyeshadow, blush, lips. Yeah, you're not probably going to be able to do those on a mini. There are certain things you can do that you can do things like give rosy cheeks. And I mean, you know what? I shouldn't say you can't. There are better painters than I that can do those things. But for myself, like, it's all about an illusion. Like there's a lot of times where I will be painting a mini, and I'll be like, "Cool, your eyeballs are white, and that is it." And then I'll paint like some color around the eyes, and I'll be like, "You are a magic user, and that's why you've got glowy eyes because I don't want to do your pupils." It'll just be stuff like that. I'll just be like, "I elect to not do your pupils." Because your pupils are too tiny. Like this guy. This guy's not going to have any pupils. None. He's going to have I got to create some variety in these beards, though. They've all been having the same beard. So this guy's going to have wash, and his beard's going to be just a little darker and rougher. Alright. So things are starting to look not bad. They're starting to look like something. Now it's time to go over all of the things that I washed and turned blue. But Chris, why would you do that? Well, because I'm just trying to create an illusion of it being blue. The blue paint that I was using stains, or the wash I use stains. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go over areas, and we're going to go like this, and we're just going to because the blue paint, or the gray paint I'm using is already a little blue. I just want to get like some of those like angles in here. And like all the parts where there's like the recess. This thing does not want to stay down here. It goes all the way up to my mouth. Guys, how do I tell my camera to not try and kiss me? It's trying to give me smooches. Hey, Malchius! Not quite. Not quite Space Marines. Like, Dwarf Marines. These guys are from Mantic Games. They are called the Forge Fathers. How are you doing today, Malchius? Heck, I totally did not go into any of the Discords to tell people I was online. Oh well. That's fine. I could only see a track and some background blur. All good, all good. Oh, I'll go in 1 sec. Oh, okay, well, thank you. Didn't need to do that. I appreciate that. Are you working on anything today? I'm so out of touch with current models, they may as well have been Space Marines. That is fair. Honestly, I don't usually do too much Games Workshop stuff. Usually you'll find me working on other stuff, except for when I was doing Exorcists for what felt like forever. That took a lot of time. A lot of time I got from painting things that I probably would have enjoyed a little bit more. But, you know, it was a little bit of a, oh heck, I need to make room for models that are incoming moments. You know how it is, you know. All of us mini painters are just motivated by the fear of running out of space for where we keep our unpainted models. Because there's always more models coming. There's always. Whether it's Reaper Bones or some Games Workshop order, or maybe you're playing Kings of War. Working on anything, Malchius? The hour stream with Mia. When you guys sit down to paint, you should do something like this. What is this? What is this Instagram link? Oh yeah. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I would love to paint Pokemon. Do 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 ba 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 da ra ra. Do you still play the game? I haven't played Sword and Shield. I haven't purchased that one. I do have all of the other, and I mean all of the other Pokemon games, but I do not have Sword and Shield. I was not thrilled about a lack of a national dex, and I said I will buy the game when you guys put the national dex back in. You know, I didn't go on the internet and make a big rage. I was like, I'll just let my wallet speak for me. You know. And I know that they've implemented more of the national decks, and there's a scheduled release for like the full national decks. I'll pick up the game then. Not bad. They were fun. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you heading out, Mia? All right. Have fun at your meeting. I think that like the people who were like going and be like boycott, boycott, I'm just like, man, like it's their franchise. They're allowed to make the decision that they want. Like, you don't have to like it or agree with it. I think that, you know, voicing a displeasure in it is more than valid. Like, you know, you're expecting a certain thing out of a established pattern. And then they went against it, and you know, I can understand that. I think that's fair. I'm really excited for the upcoming like Diamond game that they're going to be doing. Both the remake and the like, what is it, Arceus or something. I do not know the names. I don't know names, but I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I am a sucker for Pokemon, actually. So to go directly into how much of a sucker I am for Pokemon, I haven't shown the chat, any of the viewers, this before. I have a Celebi tattoo. It's not finished, and the whole thing needs to be redone by a different artist. But I am a like red and blue player. Like I'm from back when. I am from the days of when people talked about Mew under a truck. Actually, way back when, I almost made a Pokemon channel, but I had to abandon everything when Sun and Moon came out, because in Sun and Moon they had gotten rid of triple battles, and I was going to go over like basically triple battle strategy to try and make my channel a little bit more unique. However, you know, triple battle died, which made me very sad. I loved triple battles. So, you know, but that's just how things are, right? You know, if you're planning on making something based off of another product, there's no guarantee of anything. Pokemon doesn't owe me anything. Exclusive, and I loved Red and Blue. 31 here. So yeah, so you and me are the same age then. 1990. Everywhere has madhouse prices right now. Predictions of low pandemic prices went through the other way, and everyone's selling other asking price around here. I think things go back to normal. Sit down with Mello, steal some minis back, and oh, okay. I see. Oh, good stuff. You know, that's, speaking of which, I'm surprised Jack's not in the stream today. But that's okay. Attendance is not mandatory. I'm just usually used to seeing him in here. My regulars aren't here. That's okay. I'm having plenty of fun with you guys. And it's all good. I didn't think that you were going to take my minis, Macius. Especially given that, as far as I'm aware, you don't know where I live, so I should be good. And if you know where I live, why? How? I think there's only... God, I keep smacking this new camera. I need to get used to this. It's like developing camera muscles all over again. What was I going to say? Oh, okay, so this guy's got like a collection of like things on his belt. That's good to know. Yeah, can I just like do that like that? No. When you did? Yes, yeah, the pandemic certainly had some interesting impacts on housing. Out here, from what I understand, housing went down and then it shot right back up. Actually, Macius, because you're familiar with a lot of the old Warhammer stuff, you probably actually know what squats are. These guys are inspired by squats, is what they are. Because the creator of Mantic Games is ex Games Workshop. He was like one of their former directors or something like that, I think. Went off to make his own company. Has made us both reevaluate some of our housing priorities. Yep. Got mine a little over 5 years ago, but me and the GF are looking at a new place right now. Yeah, being in a lockdown really makes you have a new perspective on things. And specifically with your priorities. Like, you really have to be comfortable in your home. Like, having just like a small place that like you store your stuff and you sleep isn't enough. You have to be able to enjoy your home. You got an acre of land and live in a small town. Nice. So you got lots of like room to really do whatever you want. Man, acre of land. I haven't heard someone say that in a long time. Back in my hometown, small place, an acre of land is pretty cheap. It's a nice lawn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you want to go for a stroll, you just go do a couple laps in your acre. You can go have your walk without having to worry about people passing you by who aren't wearing masks, that aren't taking the pandemic seriously. Yeah. You can build a little workshop, you can have a very nice garden. Oh, what's this? Oh, hello, thank you. And it's easy to do with a push mower. Hate those people. Yeah. No, exactly. Hey, Lucky Loki. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And yeah, I have some serious frustrations, like when I go out for a walk and half the people that pass me are wearing masks. But I'm not going to use this as a channel to vent. I'm just saying an agreement. It's bothers me a great deal. I find it highly upsetting. And for some reason, you see a lot of people who come to the conclusion that everything is okay all at once, because like there'll end up being like massive surges in positive cases, right? We had, what was it? We had 700 new cases, like 2 to 3 times as many as we were having like a week before, just on Friday. I don't know, and that's in my province. It's not my country either. How is Trix? Are you saying that is frustrate that? Yeah. When people are not wearing their masks, it gets very frustrating for me. Because those same people like don't give a lot of distance when they walk past people. But trying to focus on my artillery gun and not get too frustrated. So let's change the subject. I'll get really annoyed very fast. Otherwise, I don't want to be mad. I just want to have fun painting dwarves. I want to have fun with you guys. Anyone see any cool new miniature companies? Gotta go and do some washing up. The kitchen is a mess, and like to be able to get the coffee machine tomorrow morning. Ooh, picking up a coffee machine. Well, you have fun, Malchius. Thank you for joining in. It was a Have a good one. Fair enough. Took the evening with my brother and his youngins to get. Oh, you're an uncle. That's nice. Get out of home and deal with it. Really helped. Nice. Let's see here. Now we're at a part where there's a bit of nice shading all over the place. Uncle of 3. One at 2.5. Aw, that's adorable. Does your family have a lot of twins? Twins are a fascinating subject. It's like that families who have twins are more likely to conceive twins again in for future generations. Let's see. Oof. This is overexposed. There we go. Oh, hey, Gannon. Hey. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Nice to see you, little buddy. Oh, you're hitting my keyboard. Got any upcoming paint projects that you're going to be working on there, Loki? Apparently, my mom is a twin, and now my half-brother on his father's side have twins, so it looks like I'm doubly linked. With a few twins in it. Yep. That's how it works. Oh, goodness. That's getting done up. Let's see, there's that other leather pouch that he's got there. So that. What is that? Oh, that's the metal coat. Okay. But what do you think of the new camera, Loki? Is it much clearer on the screen? Do you have a Dwarves wedding in the coming weekend? We'll paint a banner guy. Oh, that's fun. That's good. That's good. Do I still have the red highlight out here? No, I don't. Okay. But I do got this skin. Nope, that is fur brown. That's not the berry flesh. What about you? There's bronzed skin. And what about this one? This one looks like this also. It's a golden highlight. I don't have any use for that right now. Olive skin highlight. Yeah, none of those are. Oh, I'm mobile right now, so you haven't noticed. Nope, that's fair. Makes very little difference. Yep. Well, it's definitely picking up the colors a lot better, which makes me very happy. Colors and light are both doing much better than before. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. I need. Is that the color I need? I need that one combined with. Where's my dwarf flesh? I have a dwarf flesh tone. I'm not seeing it. There's fur. Ah, it's right there. Perfect. So we got that there. Got here. What do we got here? Stop everything. Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What did you get yesterday? Ooh. That is cool looking. What's that from? I need more light. Hello, Mitches. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hopefully it went well. She had a nice time. Well, I'm sure that's lovely. Too funny. All right, let's see here. Do I want to continue doing that? Not terribly. I do want to mix that up there, so I'll do that, a little bit of that. Needs more red to it. Just the tiniest bit of red. That color. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. Trying to get a nice reddish nose. Just like a little bit of a like that. Make sure he's got some color in his nose. Not out of my family, and you're a great listener. Oh, no worries. It's okay. I don't mind. I have no judgment of it, so, you know. I always think it's weird when people get judgy about things like that. It's just... I really just don't understand the point of being judgmental. Not to say that I don't have, like, my faults where I'll occasionally be judgmental of something, but, like, in terms of people's relationships, like, it's, you know, not my place. Orange. I'm looking for orange. That's what I'm looking for. It's like a reddish orange? Yeah, kind of like that fur brown. Yeah, there we go. Right? Like, just doesn't it feel like weird that people like feel the need to be like that? Ah, heck. I didn't shake it enough. Hit. Hit. Decided against it. I'm not going to use this brush. Because this brush will muck things up. I know it will. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use it to mix up a little bit of orange into this. Make it a little brighter. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. What a nice bright reddishy, orangey beard. Put in a little bit of sepia in there. Just a little bit, just to tone it down a little. There we go. That's beautiful. But are you enjoying things out inches? You certainly seem to be in better mood, which makes me happy. No, it's all good. You're not hurting anyone by sharing, you know, that your partner went on a date or that she, you know, had a smooch. You kept it PG. It's all good. You know that it's a family friendly channel and you kept it family friendly. I consider it family friendly. And to anyone who disagrees, well, tough luck. It's important that this is a safe place. Are you wanting to say hello, Ganon? Or are you just rotating? Just walked past a sign with a real estate ad saying, "Are your beings being ripped away? How about we sell yours?" I'm thinking, not. What? Our buildings are being ripped away. How about we sell you? I don't... People are weird. It's Danish slang for being sold fast. I see, I see. See, when you said ripped away, I presumed, like, torn down. And I was like, what? Why? Now that you've explained it, makes more sense. Let's see here. Let's do some more highlights. It's a weird term to use. It is a weird term. I think it's a very strange term. But maybe it just doesn't translate well. I don't know. Maybe it's like similar to like rip as in like ripped out, like taken out of somebody's hands. Maybe that's the origin. I do not know, but that is a guess. Oh, that is far too... No. That is... requires more of this. I was going to try differently, but I'd rather do it slow and progressively. What time is it? 2:03. I still have so much time left. Brilliant. It's originally invented for candy, foods and toys. Ripped off the shelves. Yeah. Ripped off the shelf you're with. Real estate feels like a weird application for it. 8-hour time difference, man. Oh, because you probably typed that and then I said it later on and I didn't see your message saying the same thing. Yep. Definitely a little bit of a latency, to say the least. That, and it also relies on how often am I looking up. So I'll just have to be like, wee, and then try to fade it just by feathering it. Do it again. We'll go wee, and then feather, 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 feather. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it's okay. Where's that water bottle? You're fine. No, no, no. Yeah, several minutes. Absolutely. Let's see here. That's right. This one did not get to have the inky wash, nor did that one. That is okay. And then with the actual proper. So for the ones that are the absolute highest, we'll just go here. It still feels way too bright. Yeah, we'll just have to trust. We'll have to trust that it dries relatively darker. It's only the utmost edges get it. Looking good. The lineages, totally 3 printed and every. Oh, whoa! There's a whole bunch that I missed here. Thinking of building your own keyboard. Blackstone Fortress book from GW is hereby recommended. Okay, cool. Totally recommend. 3D printed and everything, and set up your own soldering program. Ooh. Neato. Okay, phone, what are you doing? Why are you going off like that? Oh, Warlander is online. Exciting. Cool. And now, using this, just some basic old highlights here and there, just try and make things look a little crisp before I start destroying all of it. Just very little paint on the brush. I just need to go wee. And a lot of these are going to get metal highlights for wear and tear as well. This feels like it's not trying out a little bit. That's a little too intense for my highlight. Let's get you in there. Yeah, that one looks better. Let's do this one instead. This one's a little more subtle. Oh. It's too bright. It's way too bright. I think it's because this side didn't get a... I know what happened. Okay, I can fix that up afterwards. I figured out what happened. I know. I did a silly... guys are nerding out about electronics. Because I cannot follow that conversation. Stretch. All right. Getting somewhere here. Things are being done. Now, before I start doing that, actually, let's see if I can. Oop. Create a little bit more shadow in some of those areas. I have to put it everywhere. Just wanting to create some depth. Just gonna highlight the whole thing anyways. There we go. And I haven't done that part yet. Heckety heck. Alright, cool. Well, good thing it's on the palette. I'm sorry, was that pitiful meow you? Why do you make such sad sounds? You had a snack earlier. You'll eat when I feed you. Which will be in about 40 minutes. Making such pitiful sounds. You make it sound like I starved you. Gannon, you're overweight. You're the furthest thing from starved. You eat 3 meals a day plus snacks. You are fine. I would try to be like, what do you guys think in chat? Except they're on your side. And they say that I abuse you. By telling you, please stop asking for food. Can a cat have 3 meals a day? Or can you have 3 meals a day plus snacks? He gets 3 meals a day that are all rather small. It also all depends on like what kind of cat food you're feeding. Because he gets 3 meals, his sister gets 2, but she gets fed wet food. If you're feeding dry food's garbage. It has absolutely no nutritional value. Well, no, it eliminates it. it's very specific to the food that you're feeding the cat. If he was eating like raw meat, yeah, it would be 1 meal a day. But like it all depends on what you're feeding your cat. And like in terms of portion size too, like the meals that he's eating are about like maybe a tablespoon each. They're very, very small. Yeah. It's not like I'm feeding him like 3 cups of food a day. Oh god, no. No. I would feed him less, but more to help him with his psychological presumption that he is being starved, which is the furthest from the truth. If he was less picky, is another thing. He's a really picky cat. If he was less picky, he would be eating raw meat. But he is outstandingly picky with his food, which is so frustrating. So I would love to be feeding him something better than the dry garbage that he eats. Like when I put in like healthier food in front of him, he just doesn't eat it, and he goes, "What's this?" And I'm just like, ah. His sister, on the other hand, will eat absolutely anything that gets put in a bowl. On the upside, at least he's not eating corn. Gonna get a cup of tea and snooze for the night. Alright, you have a good rest of the night there, Loki. But yeah, that's one thing I always make sure, is that my cats don't eat any corn in their food. It is astounding the garbage that gets put in cat food. Like the fillers that they try to put in, like it's like they are distinctly a strictly carnivorous animal, and then people put like vegetables in their food. Like that's not okay. Let's see here. Wouldn't mind doing like a light gray, just like a highlight, something like that. That looks nice. No. Go away. Can't even stand up without them trying to get food out of me. Let's see here. Okay, cool. I've got that on the palette. I will take that. That over there. Try to pick some of that up. Will that work? What kind of color do I get from that? That could be a highlight. Gannon. Let's see here. Come on. So we've got that. That. Alright, got that. This is just clotted and gross, so not a lot I can do with that. This is definitely becoming the nice to look at side comparison. I really screwed this model up when I assembled it. What do I want to do with this? I could see if I could try doing a, before I start adding mud on the tracks, I could try doing a dry brush. I don't know. It's just that there's like certain areas that I'm pretty unhappy with. And it specifically had to do with like the assembly of it. Just like with the connection, because you can see how like gritty it looks here. Like that's the part where what I'm referring to with like the messing up. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself, but it's not to my typical liking. This is kind of one of those things that like, if I took my time a little bit more when I was doing it, I would have. It was a learning lesson, you know. One of those moments. Now, there was a part here that I did blue over that whoa. Yikes. Okay, that is terrible. I need to turn off. I didn't realize it was blinding people when I pulled it up close. Heckety heck. That's not okay. There we go. Yeah, I need to try and remind myself to think of it like an oiled machine. Dirty, basically. I need to try and make it work for me rather than be a hindrance. Maybe I'm just being picky. Overly concerned about it, you know? Today's gonna suck at work. Got a bunch of people that are gonna be out of office today, which means that there's more work for me to do. Which means more phone calls for me to answer. Great. I do customer service. Customer service in a technical field. As picky as Ganon. I'm where he gets it. Yeah. That's a good turnaround. I like that. Respect it. I respect it. Alright, so I'm only doing the edges there because I'm going to cover that in mud. It's going to get muddy. Oh, yeah. I should really, like, put in, like, the metal wedge there. Ugh. Ugh. I could do, like, that muddy, too. Whatever. I'll just start with this. Hi, Ganon. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good face scratcher. Okay, it's not a toy. It's not a toy. Just trying to scratch your face. Trying to give you scritches. He's like, no scritches. I do not approve. This is a scritch-free zone. Mud, mud, mud. Mud, mud, mud. Mud ends up looking like a poo. We can all say it. We can all say it. It'll look better, but for now, looks like poo. It dries really nicely, though. Look at that. Just gonna smear a whole bunch right here. Yeah, I like this stuff. I like this stuff a lot. Did you get to see the tank images? The actual tank? Because I used the same stuff on the tire treads for that. I guess I should use that metal. Yeah, with the big eyes. Yeah. Exactly. So same stuff. Same stuff. Eyes are a great way of describing those. I pictured it more like the lenses that they look through. But yeah, eyes works. They're very eye-like. Alright, so we'll do this. Oh, try not to get any mud on my glove so I don't accidentally cross-contaminate and smear it everywhere. Just trying to get this to look metal so that I can do highlights on it. I can do other stuff. Yeah, I saw someone who also did the tank. They did it with, they did it in red, and man, they did such a good job with like doing OSLs on it. They gave it a lot more spotlights, and it's just it just blows my tank out of the water. It was so cool looking. I loved it. Mad respect. Nothing but respect. Now it's time to do all the battle damage spots. Now that I've got this metal paint on my palette. Such a cool model. I really like this. You can finally see it coming together. Hey, Wolf Parable! Yeah, the big fancy gun. It's coming along, you know? It's coming along. I should be able to finish it either tomorrow outside of stream, or if not, I'll probably finish touching it up at, on Saturday during my charity stream. In case neither of you were here when I was talking about the charity stream, I'm going to be on Saturday. It is for the WAVAW, which is a I wouldn't quite say a women's shelter, but it's they help with survivors of sexual assault. So, and they accept both trans and cisgendered women, which is a big deal because some women's shelters are messed up and don't treat trans women. But yeah, they provide several different services free of charge of the victim. They will help them seek legal action if they are wanting to seek legal action, like they'll attend. They will provide counseling and therapy. A whole lot of things. They're a really great organization. $35 is enough to cover 1 hour of... oh, did I get blue paint on my gloves? Oh. I hope I didn't spread that somewhere. It'll provide 1 hour of service for a victim, so it's a really good cause. And I'm just going to be helping out with that. Yeah. So, doing a charity on Friday. I don't have any like incentives or like rewards for people for donating. Just donating out of the goodness out of your heart is all I hope to be able to really achieve, because I'm joining into it a little bit late. But yeah, I think it's good. Man, the metal damage really shows on the red a lot better than it does on the blue. For sure. Yeah. What are you up to today, Wolf Parable? Ah, I did get mud on there. Heck. That did happen. Did see it wab it. Shoot. That's a real track. Alright, hopefully I can just... Son of a gun. Son of a big fancy gun. I'm actually really annoyed and I'm trying very hard not to say non-family friendly things. Dang. Oh, now that you have a good look. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm doing my darndest. I'll try picking up here. I'm not ruining it. It's looking pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Doing what I can, you know. Having good luck. Good luck making that gun look good, loser. Oh no, Wolf Parable, why are you so mean? It's all good. I knew that it was a typo. Zelda, you are absolutely fine. You're okay. My phone knows I'm evil and has gotten used to me delivering insults. It's like, did you mean to mortally demotivate them? Yes? No? Heck. The gig is up. Nah. Me and my closest friends bond over insulting each other. But, you know, I reserve that for people that I know well. That, like, you know, both accept that kind of humor, enjoy that kind of humor. You know, it's not something you want to do with someone that you don't know too well. Like, I like all you guys. I wouldn't insult you guys. Someone might take it personally. Someone might not know that it is out of affection, and, you know, that's where, you know, you just gotta draw the line sometimes. But I am absolutely, like, a detrimental humor person in real life. Yeah, especially with, like, words that people usually don't really use to insult each other anymore. Like, if someone called me a loser, I'd be like, haha. No one calls people losers anymore. No, we use much meaner things now. Let's say, like, you're old people call each other losers and actually mean. So wait, you like us but not enough to insult us? I don't know you personally enough to insult you. That would be a much better way of saying it. Look at this, Wolf Parable. on the attack. Dweeb. Yeah, exactly. Dweeb is probably accurate. You're probably correct in calling me a dweeb. A dweeb. What was it? I asked my one friend, and I was like, "Hey, so by the way, like, I don't know, like, do you play the Zelda games?" And her response, she's like, "What? You think I'm some kind of effing dweeb that doesn't play Zelda? Friends don't let friends not Zelda, Chris." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I just wanted to check. I'm sorry I offended you. I clearly offended you." That's kind of the relationship I usually have with my friends. Like an insult. The insult was I asked her, "Hey, I'm not sure if you play Zelda or not." Oh God, it was. What are you working on today, Wolf Parable? That sounds like a good relationship. Yeah, exactly. Good friend. This is like way too small for that. Get a bigger brush. I'm gonna ruin that brush if I keep doing that with that. It's just 2 more days of work. Just 2 more days. I can do this. Nope. 3 more days. Shoot, it's 3 more days. I can try to do this. I was touching up on your Chaos Warrior and started to strip some old minis like your Recruit you mentioned. But you're hyped for the new Monster Hunter game. I do not. So when I play games like that, I'm usually I usually want really fast-paced, like Devil May Cry kind of combat games like that. And with all the weapons, the speed that they are, I would say that Monster Hunter is more akin to like Dark Souls than it is like Devil May Cry. So I usually don't have quite as much fun with them, but I haven't played for many years. I should really just go and give it a shot again. It's a bit of a longer answer than you expect and we're asking for, but you know, gotta give the deets, gotta give the details. No! 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 You're fine! No! Scat! Skedat! Oh no, it's 2:59. Okay. It's 2:59. I should go and feed them. You know what? Sure, they have sped up a bit. Monster Hunter World was much better paced. This one is sort of a hybrid of the older ones and the new. So you get a doggo to ride at high speeds. That's pretty cool. I do like that. So, with us all said and done, guys, I am going to call her quits for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the new camera. It is so much better than my last camera. And with that being said, let's see who I can raid. Let's see. Oh, Jeremy Warlander is on. Well, let's go raid Warlander. You will sleep now. Oh, I see what happened. Wait, I finished to the end? Good night. Yeah, you've made it to the end of the stream. You made it to the end of the stream, and I'm going to go and raid Jeremy Warlander. And you guys all have a excellent, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. You're fine. Stop that. Listen, you little jerk. Bye.
It's like a game, right?